Hello YouTube, Bob Reese here. This is my update for May 2017. So we're going to go around the world tonight. Done that before. This is the 37 gallon. And what I'd like to point out to you guys is my roseline barbs. Right there. Look at them take off. Anyway, their color is so much better than the aquarium of the Americas. I have to brag on myself a little bit. By comparison, they're just fabulous. I love those fish. A couple of neon tetras on the bottom, and I was kind of surprised to see those at the circuit of the aquarium of the Americas, because these are actually, as I understand it, they're Indian fish. They're not South American fish. So there you have it. The roseline barbs, one of my favorite fish, and I have to say I love mine. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here we are at the 20-gallon tank, and in here, if you guys remember, I had 4 females in here. Now I have only 3. Where is the white lips? Well, there she is. She is in a hospital tank. She got her ass kicked by the flame tail in the all-female tank. Sorry for moving so much. Oh, and she's being shy. So anyway, that's what's going on. She's in here trying to get fixed up and get better, and then we're going to put her back in there and we'll see what happens. Hey, it's the cichlid life, you know. That's the way it is. What are we going to do? If it doesn't work, I'll punt. We'll figure out something else to do. Let's try and get her one more time. See that bottom lip of hers? Man, it was split and just sore and beat up. Finnage was pretty ripped, but you know, we'll do the best that we can. My voice is a little hoarse because I was at a pool party this evening. We'll pull it together here in a minute. And here you go. Here's our beta with the funny colored front end on him. And he's doing quite well. Look at him. He's looking at my finger. But every once in a while he decides he's going to stand up and try and pump me out with the flared gills, but apparently he's not going to do it tonight. So let's start wrapping this video up. Okay, so here we are at the cichlid tank. Everybody's doing well. If you take a look at the finnage on everybody, they're pretty ripped up and torn up and tired. So that is all a result of one dragon blood that, if you look closely, is gone. So those of you who have followed me on Instagram know that I rehomed that dragon blood. He is really actually close to the house here. He's literally across the street, and as far as I know, he's doing well. And my ruby crystal over there on the left hand corner, starting to swim back to the right, is doing better. I would rather have that fish in here than the dragon blood, because he just gets along better with everybody altogether. The dragon blood, as many of you have experienced in your own tanks, had all of these guys, including the haps, shoved all the way over to the left hand side of the tank when I'd get up in the morning, and I'd come out and walk by the tank and kind of wave at everybody, and all of a sudden they'd kind of spread out a little bit. But when I wasn't around, he'd shove them back over to the left-hand corner. And I was just not going to deal with that. So my solution was to, after multiple attempts of different kind of reconditioning programs for him, for lack of a better word, I had to get rid of him. The ruby crystal is just way more laid back, and he gets along better with the attitude in my tank. So with that in mind, let's just scoot up and take a look at all of these guys real quick. And I'm sorry for the jar when I get my phone off the tripod. let's get up close and take a look at everybody. Let's start with the ruby crystal. So you can see he's doing way better than the last time that he was in here, but he did get thrashed a little bit. Even this guy, Firemouth, got a little beat up. Look at that tail. See? Everybody got a little piece of it. He was indiscriminate in his violence. And, you know, that's what cichlids do. They're just nasty sometimes to everybody. Look at the dorsal fin on this guy. Pretty well beat up. Livingstone eye. It's like they put a rake, you know, like they just rake those tails. Venustus. That's quite a large fish. I would say he's 7+ inches. Still no color. And he still put up with the crap. My buddy back there. The Dempsey. He really came out of this fine. He never did put up with any bullying behavior from the dragon blood. And you can tell. Look at those fins. No real damage with him. But he is, as I've mentioned before, a gentle giant, as well as this guy. Same deal. Sorry the tank's a little dirty. I just fed everybody because we came back from a pool party, which I mentioned earlier. So, sorry about that. This guy, not too bad. He was smart enough to stay out of the fray. I always ignore this one. Yellow Lab. But he is fabulous. Right? Look at this other guy. That's an albino dragon blood. He is a nice looking fish. Blue orchid. Right there. Really not the best specimen, but he isn't bad. We'll see how time treats him. Lithobates. Still a youngster. You can see the spots on the side. He's not done with the color yet. We got some more time to grow. The albino ruby red. Everybody seems to like that guy. He's kind of stayed out of trouble, but look at that dorsal fin. Just a little bit beat up. So is the tail. And where is this other guy, this bicolor thingy? This guy. Not sure what he is. He's not a lemon jake. I think he's going to be a bicolor. He's finally starting to get some of that color to him. You can see his gill plates are blue. You can see the yellow. So I think he's starting to come into his own. And time will tell. A little bit of blue showing up on this guy. But just not a lot. I'm not sure he's ever going to prove to be much. But I'm going to keep him in here anyway because he's big. And frankly, being an ex-Army guy, I like the colors. So there you have it. Not the best specimen of a Venustus, but he's mine, and I'll keep him. All right, let's move on to the next thing. My last little bit here. Here we go. All right, everybody. Those of you who follow me on Instagram know that PetSmart has a monster sale going on right now. Fluval FX4s are regularly about $289. They're on sale at $179. And then you can get 30% off on top of that. So, as you can see, this is what I call the monster. Did you see that head disappear? What I have now is 2 FX4s for $15 less than the regular price of a single FX4. So I paid like $1.25 for one and $135 for the other. The only reason why one was less than the other is because I turned in whatever it's called, your PetSmart bucks or whatever. And so there it is. It's going on until tomorrow. If PetSmart is open tomorrow, you guys need to get your butts down there and get you an FX4. Pretty good deal right there. Lastly, is before I let everybody go, where did she go? This is a baby Maine Coon cat. I got it from my wife's 50th birthday and she was finally ready. We picked her up about 3 days ago. She is fabulous. Hope you all have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day, and I hope you had a great weekend so far. And the next picture is from my grandfather. Awesome dude, part of the greatest generation. I love him. I miss him dearly. Y'all take care. Peace.